I'm Jeff, and this is my 1995 Holden Commodore Ute. I bought it about 10 years ago. It's not the first VS Ute that I've had. The first one that I bought was when I was 17. Got it at a company car auction for $3,500 and had it for 4 weeks before I got rear-ended. Concertinaed the whole side, and that one was a total write-off, so that was it for that one. I bought this Ute off my good mate Kurt. He'd always had it in really good nick, but had a few sort of ricer mods on it at the time. Had fiberglass body kit, chrome wheels, but yeah, no, it was always a really nice car. So it's a stock internal, 304 cube, 5 litre V8, exactly how Holden wanted it. But we've got Mark's Workshop Stage 2 Eaton M112 supercharger kit on top, which is running about 11 pound of boost. It's also got 100mm throttle body, 100mm intake. Behind the engine, just got a extreme heavy duty clutch, single plate organic, just behind a stock T5 gearbox, nothing crazy, and a rebuilt factory diff with 3.9:1 diff ratio. Yeah, the interior's got a couple of bits and pieces as well. So it's got the HSV pedals, Momo steering wheel, the VR GDS Devonish seats. They're really nice, great to sit in, good for a long drive as well. Got the GDS 6-speed leather gear knob and an auto meter boost gauge, but otherwise it's all pretty just tidy factory. Nice place to be in. Yeah, it's a good cruiser. I mean, it's just good to get out on the highway and sort of, you can go up to Perth Motorplex, or you can go to Barbagallo, or you can go to your local car meet and just enjoy it basically. Yeah, it makes the right sounds. It doesn't make a hell of a lot of power. As soon as people see the blower, the first thing they ask is, oh, how much power has it got? Underwhelmingly, it's only got 330 rear wheel horsepower, but to put that into perspective, before the supercharger was on it, it was dynoed at 185. So it's got nearly double the stock horsepower. I was at my mate's house and parked in his driveway, and his missus backed into it, just hit the garage door button, came out without looking and backed into the front of it, and yeah, had to have the front end resprayed. A couple of years later, the clear coat just decided to disappear off the front of the car, and that was only a couple of months ago, so the whole car then just went balls to the wall on an exterior restoration. Got rid of all the dents, full glass out respray in the factory colour, Panther mica, and I'll tell you what, with the new paint, it reminded me just how much I love Panther. It really brought the green back out instead of just looking black. Oh man, it's so nice. After it came out of the paint booth, I got a local guy to come around. He did a wet sand, 3-stage paint correction and ceramic coating, and that sea-quartz ceramic coating really has brought out the colour. It looks so beautiful out in the sunlight, and yeah, I just love looking at it now. I've run it down the strip a couple of times, always just in street trim, on the 19-inch wheels, not really chasing a number. Being a 5-speed manual with a T5, it's either a matter of time before something breaks, or yeah, it just doesn't hook up in the 60-foot. But it's run a best of 13.5 at 108 mile an hour, with a terrible 60-foot. But if we put a decent tyre on it, it'd probably do a 12, I guess. That's not what this car's for. It's not, I haven't built this to be a race car. It was never going to be a race car in it how it is now. It's just a sweet cruiser, and it's perfect for that. Future plans for the car, at the moment it's kind of done, really. Don't really want to play with it too much. I've got another car in the build. This hasn't got enough seats for the missus and the kids, so I do have a 4-door car that's in the build. So yeah, just focusing on that one. Once that sedan's done, I don't know, I've toyed with the idea of pulling the motor out and the gearbox, maybe going 355 stroker twin turbo with a power glide. I've got the block here, I've got the crank, I've got the rods. Yeah, I've got a lot of the gear to do it. Just focusing on one car at a time though, can't have too many projects. Got to keep one on the road, so there's something that I can drive, you know. But yeah, I don't know. The idea behind that is, yeah, automatic, turbo, low maintenance, hydraulic roller, maybe something for drag challenge later on. But yeah, one step at a time,